Okay, Justin, before we start, can we just get rid of all the coughs that we have in our throat, please? Are you ready?
Do you want me to do it off camera or just do you want me to step off and then come back on?
Just cough, whatever. We'll get you.
Into the mic or?
Whatever.
No, I'm not gonna,
ready, three?
I'm not gonna hurt my viewers like
three,
that, listeners.
Are you ready? Three?
I'll do it on the side, okay? Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the 5th episode of the Justin Ian podcast. What was that? Oh my god.
Sorry, I just had to
Sorry.
cough really
I
bad.
gotta edit that out so it's not horrible for these for their ears.
Oh, I'm kind of lightheaded.
Oh, god.
Oh, I'm kind of lightheaded.
You're an idiot.
I'm gonna pass out.
I apologize for on behalf of the Justin Ian podcast. I apologize if I brought any post-traumatic stress to anyone of you listeners / viewers. I'm a little distressed right now. That was very alarming, and I was there.
You know what,
I
guys?
can't imagine for how you listeners are dealing with a repercussion like that.
I just had to clear my throat. If you can't handle that, maybe this isn't the podcast for you.
Okay, guys, welcome to the 5th episode of the Justin Ian podcast.
Yes, that is us.
If you can't tell, I'm trying to slow down my voice.
Oh, yeah, we heard your feedback. Real confusing, sometimes hard to follow. We got it.
It's funny because, like...
To us, this is how we talk.
Not just Ian, but maybe because it's me, because, like, I follow very scattered... If you know me in person, you know I'm very scatterbrained. Like, I'll go on from... Like, you know, in...
It's like ADHD and dyslexia had a baby.
It's like... Since we're on today's the film episode, you know the film with Jesse... Social Network.
Yeah.
In the Social Network where he's, like, having 5 conversations with Rooney Mara.
Yeah.
That's just me all the time.
So you're, like, slightly autistic.
Oh, my gosh. This mic keeps hitting the ground.
That could have been the cold open.
Okay, guys.
Shit, the carpet. The carpet. Keep it. What's that in English? Oh god.
I don't know if I'll keep this in. We'll see.
No,
Sometimes I say I'll keep it in, and then when I'm editing, I'm like, that's garbage.
No, leave that in. That's
I will
so
leave it
funny.
in because I want everyone to know that
We're not perfect. We're not
that
gods.
the podcast is discombobulated because someone who is discombobulated is editing them and making sure they're good to send.
Yeah.
So as I said before, it's the film episode, and this is the Justin and Ian podcast. This is not just the Justin podcast, and I've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
So this is not like Justin's episode. So I'm like Jimmy Fallon, and then Ian's like the guy on the side.
What's his name?
James Corden's, where I'm James Corden, and you're
And
the guy
I'm the
on the
Mexican
side.
guy, yeah.
Yeah, the frizzy hair guy. This is the Justin and Ian podcast. This is Key and Peele level of equality.
I call Peel.
So Ian is gonna lead this week with the topic.
So viewers and Justin, first thing we're gonna be talking about is
I'm gonna just get
remakes.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll talk to them for a bit. So what we're gonna be talking about today, guys, is remakes. If you don't know what remakes are, I'm just gonna give you a little breakdown. So a remake is like any piece of film or television that is straight up just retelling the same story of another story that came out of another film, book, or other TV series. Is that how you would describe a remake?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, I have a few topics that I want to talk about, Justin. Yeah, I made a list, guys.
I usually have a list.
Yeah, I don't though. So okay.
You know what I say about the mics?
So
Thank you.
Justin, I have a question. When do you think it's okay to make a remake?
Whenever.
Whenever? Do you know?
I don't think there's a remake law if it's like, they just made one last year. I mean, whatever, who cares? When I was doing research for this, apparently there's 2 Mulan remakes coming out.
Who?
There's
I only
one
heard of
from
the
Disney,
one.
and apparently there's another one from Sony.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I guess because Mulan is in the public domain.
Is it kind of like how there was a Jungle Book movie and then like a year after Mowgli came out on Netflix?
Probably. It's an incident of the copy film.
Yeah. How do you think, like, to me, I kind of have a problem with it, right? Because like if you're not, because here's the thing: when you make a remake, you can go two routes, right? It's either you can go it like follow it like for the T, like old script for script, and just remake it, which it doesn't necessarily add anything to
like
it.
the Psycho remake.
Yeah. Oh, that was not great. It's just
I didn't watch the Psycho remake.
I've seen a few. It's like, why would I watch this when I can watch the original? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, you can either go two routes, right? Redo it, or change it up a little bit. And this is a very risky route to go through if you change something, because it's like the other one may be built into the culture already. So if you change it up too much, people would be like, why'd you do that? And if you remake it, it's like people always compare it to the original, and you're like, why'd you do that?
It's kind of like Gatsby and A Star is Born. There is, I think, 3 Gatsby film to TV adaptations, and there's 4 A Star is Born, but they're from different times. I think they're spread out enough where it's like a new generation can pick up on each of them.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, I think it's like, okay, because like A Star is Born, like there was a few, but A Star is Born meant something else to each generation in which it came out to. You know what I mean?
There was things that specifically targeted that generation compared to the other generation. Yeah.
See, then I think it's fine. But like with The Lion King, right? Like The Lion King is so iconic. Like it doesn't matter how many years pass. Like the reason
timeless. It's
timeless
because they're animals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's timeless.
There's no people there.
Yeah, no. And and the thing is, like with the new Aladdin movie and the new Jungle Book movie and like Lion King, like animation just looks so much better when it pops against the screen. You know what I mean? Like you compared Lion King shots to like live action shots.
I haven't watched the original Lion King. I also haven't watched the original. I haven't watched a lot of. Yeah, considering this is a film podcast, there's a lot of films you're like, you watched that, right? And then you're like, and then I say, no, I haven't. I have not watched that film.
Yeah, it's surprising how much Justin hasn't watched films.
One of the top 10 films of all time, I probably haven't watched 7 of them.
Yeah, and he'll refuse to watch them.
Because I would like to watch them in the original format they were presented in film, in a theater. Which means I probably won't watch them on
Netflix
or YouTube or a legal streaming site. I will only do it in a theater.
Is that pretentious?
Yes. It is very pretentious.
At least you know.
I'm very self-aware.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been saying anything because I've been concentrating so hard. I'm not trying to talk over you.
Oh yeah.
And trying to slow down my voice.
Yeah, I get
taking a lot of brain power right now. I'm very distressed.
In the video, you can see Justin look 100% more uncomfortable than in any other podcast.
100%. This is a lot of. My brain is like going off. Like, you're doing a lot of things, Justin.
Oh God, guys, Justin's having a little stroke right now. Oh, are you excited for any of the remakes that are coming out?
Nope, not at all.
No, not even a little bit.
I mean, I don't even watch them. I think I've watched of the Disney ones. I watched Cinderella. Didn't watch the original Cinderella. I watched Beauty and the Beast. Didn't watch the original Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that's it.
So when you go into those movies, are you just expecting nothing because you don't know what to look at?
I have no expectations. I expect to watch a movie and finish a movie.
And if it's good, it's good. And if it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah, that's my philosophy on most films.
Okay, that's fair enough. Because like, I heard every single film, like the most unanimous review for every like new film that come out that's a remake is just, it's alright.
Yeah,
it's a movie.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there.
Going back on, you were talking about animation and stuff.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was watching a video essay about The Last Airbender.
I love The Last Airbender.
The movie.
Nope.
And they were talking about, amongst other problems with the film.
Yeah.
One of the points the guy highlighted was that the film cannot capture, and like motion cannot capture animation.
Yeah.
Because in animation, there's a different dimension to it. There's a different energy to it. There's a different kind of movement to it.
Yeah.
That can't be replicated in film.
Because with that,
and if you try to do it, you can try, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah. See, with an animation, like, you don't watch anime, right?
We can have another episode
That's a
about
whole
why
other conversation.
why I don't watch anime.
Yeah. So I watch anime. I know a few viewers should have. Statistically, you guys watch anime. Some of you. So
I could check the stats. We do have.
Oh yeah, we do.
We do have stats
how many
on
boys and
Spotify.
girls? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But I know some of you watch anime. With anime and their live action, I vibrated.
Again, God, I put my phone on the side. Oh, let me turn off my notifications on my computer.
Yeah, I'm trying to look like an idiot. So
okay,
yeah, with a readaptation, yeah, you know what I mean.
Welcome to our podcast. We have
two people having strokes.
Two illiterate. Considering my grades, it's funny to see how illiterate I am in real life.
Wow. Okay. But considering anime like live action movies, like a lot of them don't do well because for one, it's a lot of lore you got to press into like an hour movie, right?
Yeah, there's a lot. It's dense.
Yeah, and also it's like the animation is so good and it's so like surreal and real at the same time. And there's things that you can do in animation. You're like, that doesn't look campy or cheesy. But if you translate it to real life, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it becomes campy and cheesy.
Yeah. Like in The Last Airbender, right? The show, you can see Aang like make a little air ball and go like, wee! And you're like, that's amazing. You see him in real life, you're like, that's a fucking dork.
That's really, I see that. I think if you didn't, I mean, this is supposed to be an Ian heavy episode, but I didn't watch movies for from probably Cars. No, I lied. So when I was a kid, I think I watched like Lilo and Stitch, and I threw up in the theater. I think I watched Toy Story 2.
Threw up in the theater.
So for a long time, I didn't watch movies.
Because you threw up in the theater?
I threw up in the theater. Oh, it was, or I just like fall asleep, which was the case for Fantastic Four, the first one.
Oh, no, the very
first
first one. Okay.
And then I watched Cars. And that was like the one time I watched the movie in theaters. And then I didn't watch movies until another remake.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
If Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield had not come out, this podcast would not be happening.
Justin would be a very different person because apparently, to my surprise, when he first told me, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the movie that inspired him to make movies.
That inspired me to make movies. That was the movie that got me into movies. It's very strange. Out of a lot of films, it's not the most inspiring, but it's a film. It starts and ends.
It has characters.
And there's stuff that goes on in the film.
Oh man, Spider-Man got dirty with remakes. Talking about remakes, like Sam Raimi's trilogy got 3 when it had supposed to get 4, but they canceled it for The Amazing Spider-Man.
I only watched the first one.
The first Raimi?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
You're not going to watch the other ones, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, the third one you don't have to watch. It's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. And then now with the Tom Holland, like I feel bad because I feel like Andrew Garfield had potential to be a good Spider-Man.
He was a great Spider-Man.
He was a good Spider-Man, but like
remember, if Andrew Garfield wasn't Spider-Man, this conversation would not be happening.
Okay, that aside, I'm just saying I think he wasn't given the right script, and I don't think he was given enough time because the second movie was kind of ass.
If you told me that film was ass, I think I would be very displeased with the world.
At the point at which you saw it?
I thought it was a very great film.
It was so
just
weird.
Remember at that point, last film I watched was Cars.
You probably walked out of Spider-Man, you're like, whoa, man, that was sick, bro. That was hard, man.
Yeah, you should ask a research assistant. I was watching it with him.
Oh, I'm going to ask Tyler next time.
Sorry, I watched How to Train Your Dragon in between Cars and Spider-Man, but it was what, a 15 year or something, like not 15 years, like a 10-12 year period. I watched 3 films in theaters. I think Cars.
Damn, that's wild.
What did I say before? Cars, How to Train Your Dragon. I probably watched some nature documentary for school, but that was whatever. I think I probably fell asleep. And Spider-Man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I have a turbulent life. Not really. That's just kind of sad.
I just think it's funny that a really bad remake is your origin story, basically.
Yeah, that's a really funny origin story. My origin story is the worst Spider-Man movie known to man.
One of the worst, yeah. Oh, man. So back on remakes, right? What movie do you wish, or what movie do you think that was made will ever get remade?
I think every film will get remade.
Really?
Eventually. No,
they're just gonna run out of ideas and it's a full cycle.
Maybe in 100 years the film industry is just remakes.
Actually, no, I get that. It's like A Star Is Born. I actually didn't know that was a remake.
That was a 4-time remake.
I didn't even know that.
That was the 4th remake. Yeah. Exactly. So there's gonna be generations.
Like I'm sure
years from now, where there's gonna be another Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. I was thinking La La Land, just because Star Is Born got a remake.
Speaking of La La Land, one of the films that inspired La La Land, Le Papillon de Cherbourg.
Oh, that was a crisp pronunciation.
Shout out Kevin. I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm gonna kill this guy next time.
Yeah, that was shit.
That's our French.
Can you do your best? Can you do your best Kevin impression?
No. I'm seeing where he's coming to Ignite next week, so he's gonna kill us.
Okay, fine.
But anyways, yeah, that film is not. I don't know. I don't think that film would be remade. There's like a lot of French films that are not gonna probably not be remade because it's been a lot of time and they're not. I think they're gonna be like not remade, but another film is gonna take heavy inspiration from it.
Like The Upside and that one French film.
No, that was a straight remake.
That was a straight remake?
Yeah.
Okay then.
So like La La Land and Umbrellas where there's like a direct correlation, but it's not a remake.
Okay, I see.
You watch Umbrellas and then, oh, sorry. I know I said it was like de Papillon or no, whatever. Umbrella, the French word for umbrella, and Cherbourg, which is the city it takes place in. Anyways, yeah. I think it's going to be very inspiration heavy in the future or, as I said, super remake heavy. Like you were telling me to research like good remakes. Yeah. I thought of 3. Oh, 4. 2 Spider-Mans, Departed, Scarface, and A Star is Born.
Which 2 Spider-Mans?
No, like there was 2 remake Spider-Mans. Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. They were good. Well, one was shit, but it was good to me because that's what got me here. Yeah. And then the Spider-Man one was like actually good. Yeah. And then Departed, I didn't know was a remake.
I didn't know that either.
And Scarface is also a remake.
I didn't know that either. I went on Rotten Tomatoes and I looked it up.
That's what I looked at as well.
Yeah. And yeah, when I saw The Departed, I'm like, really? I thought that was like 100% like an original thing. See, there's probably some kids right now who watched it, right? And they're like, whoa, that's so original. Yeah. That's new. It was like...
Well, I mean, it was an adaptation.
It was an adaptation of a book adaptation. It was a miniseries. And
are they adapting the miniseries or are they adapting the book?
I think they're adapting the book, to be honest.
Okay, so then it's not an adaptation of an adaptation. It's just an adaptation.
Yeah. I think there's some nods, actually, to the miniseries and the book.
Probably. There's a lot of references. Yeah. I think when you're doing remakes... I think you gotta make a nod to that it's a remake.
Right? Yeah, you just can't pretend like it's, oh, this is new. It's just like
new original property that has never been done before by no one in this world.
Yeah.
That has no cultural significance to anyone.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like a slap in the face to the original. It's like, yeah, let's just put that away. It's like the ugly cousin at a family party. Just go in the back.
But then that becomes the ugly cousin if it's bad.
Oh, damn.
What about bad remakes?
What's a bad remake? What? Well, because I think I'm thinking of reboots and remakes. What's the difference between a reboot and a remake, Justin?
So a reboot, I would say, okay, this is weird. There's a Chucky movie coming out.
Yeah, Child's Play.
Yeah, that's a remake.
That's a remake.
But 2 years ago, there was The Cult of Chucky, which was a sequel/reboot. So I think a reboot is when you're following. I think Episode 7 is a reboot.
Star Wars?
Yeah. So it's a startup of something else that was gone for a bit and then comes back. That's a reboot.
Okay, yeah. So like, it's not a restart. It's just a pickup.
Yeah, pickup.
Okay.
So like when a TV show goes off air, I don't know. I guess it's different for TV and film.
Actually, because like I could also see Chucky, like the new Chucky movie, being a reboot. No.
It's a remake.
No, yeah, it's a remake. Yeah, no, because I'm thinking it doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a remake.
Yeah,
because I think remake, it has to. It's adding new stuff. Like Chucky isn't possessed by a serial killer soul in this one, right? It's like he's like a weird AI.
Is it?
Yeah, no, he's like a weird AI thing in this movie.
Oh, I didn't. I watched the trailer. I watched the teaser trailer, so that was just like shots of the film and Audrey Hepburn being scared.
Yeah, instead of him being possessed.
Sorry, Audrey Hepburn. Ooh,
yeah.
Aubrey Plaza.
Close.
Two very different actresses.
One's dead.
No, like if you compare the filmography of they're very different.
I like Aubrey Plaza, but her filmography isn't great. It's like Bad Grandpa.
A reboot. It's like a remake. If it ever, yeah.
Anyway, but like, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, no, instead of being possessed by a serial killer pedophile, he's just an AI.
That's weird.
So it's like Space Odyssey almost put into a doll.
Hi. What's the little boy's name? Billy? I feel like every time there's a film and you're like,
Billy.
what's the little kid's name?
Yeah, Billy. It's Billy.
It's not Billy.
I think it's
not Billy for sure.
Do I have to do, am I the R8 now?
Shout out our research assistant. Oh my gosh, we haven't shouted out anything. Wow, let's see how long we can go without shouting out the podcast.
Honest.
We didn't even do our traditional, here's the housekeeping stuff. We just went right into it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It took a lot of brain power for me not to shout out our podcast.
Andy. It's Andy.
Willie, Andy, Billy.
Billy, same shit.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy.
Sandy.
Sandy Cheeks. Same thing. So
I'm sorry. Everyone's like, oh, it's scatterbrained. Yeah, I'm trying my best.
But it's a little slowed down, so I hope it's easier to understand.
Yeah, I didn't know Sandy Cheeks was an innuendo.
Oh my god.
I just clocked that now.
I didn't get that.
No, it took what 15 years to get
Why
that.
am I so stupid? Sandy cheeks, cause it's a beach and she's like bikini bottom and sandy cheeks. Oh.
I think they should remake SpongeBob.
Oh man, no, I'm blown away right now, dude. That's crazy. Remake SpongeBob.
I don't know.
Like-
Wait, would you like? Okay, we're talking about film a little bit, but you know what's another thing they remake a lot? TV shows, not remake.
You know what they do?
but it's like a pickup again.
Yeah, they it's like they relaunch it with the new animation style. Like Ben 10, it has a new Cartoon Network like readaptation or whatever.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
What's it called? Like, going back on Avatar. Sorry, we're kind of going. It's not as bad as last
Yeah,
time.
no. We're still talking about remakes.
But
though.
Legend of Korra is a reboot sequel.
Yeah, it's reboot sequel.
So I think reboots are like sequels, but
Yeah.
after a longer period of time.
Because it's still making reference to the original work,
Yeah,
like
it's
Blade
still
Runner,
a part of it. Yeah,
like Blade Runner 2049 reboot.
that's a reboot sequel.
Reboot sequel of Blade Runner.
So yeah,
That's
I
the
think-
difference.
yeah, remake. So we're talking. Let's keep going on this. So let me talk a little bit. So the business of remakes, like a lot of people are like, oh, why are they remaking it?
It's money.
Money.
Yeah, 100% money.
Film is a business, and businesses make money.
And they need money. I mean, okay, like once in a while, I'm just like, sure, pump out a remake to get some money, whatever, fund your production company, sure. But this is a year where I think it's like consistent remakes are coming out, like after another.
This Friday, Brightburn is coming.
That's a new one. That's an original, right?
It's supposed to be. Technically, it's a remake.
Of what?
It's a remake of Superman,
Oh,
but
wow.
flipped.
He's evil. Yeah, he's an evil
so it's
superhero.
evil Superman, basically.
Is it actually like Superman, basically?
Yeah, he has laser eyes. He has super strength. He can fly. He's super fast.
See, I think that's always cool when you do like genre mixing. Like it's a horror.
It's a remake. It's a flip make. Remake flip.
a reboot and like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it's
That's crazy.
technically a remake because it's remaking Superman's
Or is
in
it
the
take?
canon, but it's flipping it.
Is he actually gonna be called Clark?
No, but it's like I think it's a remake in spirit.
Okay, sure. You can say that. I'm gonna say heavily influenced by, or the creator's just like, would it be crazy if Superman was bad? Yo, dude, think about this, right? Imagine Superman, but killed guys.
Instead of saving them.
Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Is that what Seth Rogen does?
I love Seth Rogen. All of his movies get so horribly slammed in critics, but they're so
fun. I disconnected the mics once again.
Yep.
It's okay.
And we're black.
First mic disconnect. We taped the mics. I forgot to say that. We taped the
Yeah,
mics.
we taped the mics. I guess
and
it didn't help.
helped for 23 minutes.
I mean, that's way better. That's a better track time than
Yeah, especially
usual.
considering last episode where we got 5.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. We were talking about Seth Rogen movies.
Yeah, sorry,
How
Seth
much we
Rogen
love
movies.
him. I think you're going to a Seth Rogen movie knowing what a Seth Rogen movie is. You know what I mean?
I wonder if he did a remake. How would he handle it?
Probably.
What
What would he remake?
What happens if someone remade Pineapple Express, but instead of weed, it's
Crack.
heroin?
I like yours better. I think.
Whoa.
I don't know, man. I don't think you can. I think the reason why Pineapple Express did so well is because of the actors. You know, Seth Rogen and James Franco had like that chemistry. It's because they were friends off screen, but like, you know.
And I think if it was heroin, it wouldn't be funny anymore.
No, it'd be a serious.
It'd be
problem.
very serious to be it's an epidemic.
Yeah, because like, oh, cat. Well, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. What if heroin becomes the new weed?
I don't think heroin can become the new weed.
I think-
Oh my gosh, how did we go? Speaking of drugs, there's a Scarface remake coming out.
Really?
Yep.
Speaking
Transition.
of Scarface, cocaine is probably gonna be the new weed. Back to Scarface now.
Well, there's a lot of cocaine in Scarface. Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, there's supposed to be a new Scarface
Who's the
remake.
casting? Do you know?
Yeah, the guy from Rogue One. Yeah,
Wait. What guy from?
insert picture right here.
Is it the guy who? Well, if you haven't seen Rogue One, whatever. Is it the one who kisses her or hugs her at the end right before
Yep.
they die? Him.
Yeah, he's Diego Luna is his name.
Hmm.
Oh yes, if you watch the last video episode, I'm gonna do a plug right now.
Yep.
I put pictures on the video.
Yeah, he worked really hard on that, guys. Watch the video.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
You know, I might add something new this time instead of pictures. Maybe something.
Memes, a penis, maybe.
Yeah. Anyways, cool. So there's 3 Scarfaces then, if that one's the thing.
That's crazy.
But I think I think it's not gonna. So the 1980 Scarface is fairly different from the 1940, 1930 Scarface.
I haven't watched the
I haven't watched that
original.
original, but I don't think there is like drugs. I think it's like alcohol, your speakeasies and shit. Yeah.
Oh, you see, everyone talks like this because we're in the 40s.
Hey, you see my little friend right here?
Ah, say hello to my little buddy. Yeah, da, 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 da.
And I think Frank Sinatra. Don't quote me because we don't have a research assistant, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have the brain power to do all these things, but I think it's Frank Sinatra.
Wow.
Who's Scarface? Don't quote me. Again, I don't have the brain power to research.
And I'd rather be a host than research assistant right now.
Shout out Tyler.
We miss him.
We'll be back to the other studio eventually.
Soon enough, yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So and then I think with this one, me and my buddy were talking about it like way when they were announcing it and stuff. I think it's gonna be weed, or maybe it is. I think I didn't remember very well the report, but I think it's supposed to be in L.A. Instead of Miami.
That's what I was thinking. I was like trying to like what would be like
Not Miami, Cuba. Maybe was it in Miami? Like Florida.
Like for me, if I were Florida,
Florida.
If it were me, I'd be like, I'm trying to think of like how would I revamp something? I'd be like, yeah, L.A. or something. Like that's where everything is, you know, drugs, cocaine, probably, maybe. I don't know. Weed is too mundane now. I think it's like, oh, I have the biggest weed empire. It's like cool Scarface, like whatever. It's like of the biggest cocaine empire. That's a little more.
Cocaine is still king.
Yeah, cocaine. What'd you say?
I said cocaine is still king. Sorry, we don't condone.
Michael
condone-
Caine still Caine.
What?
I said Michael Caine is still Caine.
I said cocaine.
You know Michael Caine sounds like he's saying my cocaine in a British accent.
Oh my gosh, we're going off again. I'm sorry, guys. You guys took our feedback and we're like, guys, you guys are going all over the place. For 23 minutes, we went all over the place. We went kind of consistent, but now we're going off the rails. I'm getting energy back. I'm going fast again. I gotta chill. Sorry. I'm getting a migraine.
Oh, there's a police siren.
It's the cocaine. They're coming to bust us.
We have cocaine.
I'm gonna cut right here, and it's gonna be like the picture of them. It's like we
like,
got him. And
yeah,
then we're gonna go. Wow.
Boom. All right.
Cut away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Welcome back.
Cut away. Okay. So, okay,
the podcast again.
Let me just end this on one last question. Do you think remakes are harmful to the industry?
Yes and no. Yes, in that they are depriving. They're like, hey, people with money and people who can make movies, trying to be safe.
Yeah, honestly.
And they'll be like, sure, we love being safe.
Yeah.
Look at this property that made $100 million. And like, wow, that's a lot of money. We like money.
Yeah.
Do you like money? Yes, we do love money.
Money.
Let's make money together. Yeah.
It's like two Mr. Krabs jerking each other off. Money. Oh, money. And then
Why is this episode just you making noises?
I don't know. But yeah, no, I agree, man. It's like they don't even need to do a lot of work. Like except for like like I don't know, all the effects and shit, right? But like the script is there. If you want to make like I don't know, man. It's
I think that's an intellectual property thingy. I don't think they can steal the script.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. Maybe if they have, we're going to copyright. Shout out creative industry. Shout out my program.
Yeah.
I think if they had the rights to it and they can do it the fuck they want with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to be a PG podcast and we're going very not PG. We said
Fuck
all the
it.
F words we could. You know, films only get like 1 and then it's PG-13 and then if it goes over 1, it's R.
That's crazy.
We're in Oh. Sorry guys, we just paused because we're like cats. They're like children. Thunder? What?
Yeah, no, it's thundering outside.
Okay, close out the pod, Ian. Close it out.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think original screenplays are something that we should be looking forward to and something that we should be supporting. And it's a shame that like they aren't really getting a lot of limelight. Like I know like even Unicorn Store, which was Brie Larson's like directorial debut, like that was original, right?
Yep.
I mean,
actually, maybe it was an adaptation. Who knows? I don't remember it. It was
anyways,
okay.
I just really think they should be supporting original screenplays like Tarantino making his new movie. Like that's original.
But Tarantino wanted to remake Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the upstairs bedroom. I'm filming something. Yeah. Love you.
We're gonna keep that in.
Yeah, please. But yeah, I don't know. I think we should be supporting original works, and I don't know. We have enough of things in circulation, you know. Just let's find something new.
I think that doesn't discount if it's like if it's a remake that takes it in a new direction. I think that's
fine too.
Original,
that's
right?
fine. That's fine too. If you take a few liberties with your remakes, that's fine. That's perfect. That's great. I don't know. It's just, and I feel like a hypocrite saying this because for The Lion King, I already know what I want. I just want a remake. That's all I want. I just want like a script for script remake because The Lion King is so good already.
So then why don't you just watch the original?
You're right. You know, you're right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch the original, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the new one. I didn't watch the new Jungle Book, and I didn't watch the original Jungle Book.
Did you like the new Jungle Book?
I didn't watch it.
No, like the new. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just excited for the Lion King because Donald Glover's in it, but that's it. And Beyonce.
Yeah, that's a star-studded
and
cast.
Seth Rogen.
He's in it.
He's the police Pumbaa.
Tying it all in. Seth Rogen, Pumbaa, Simbo, Timon.
Symbol, Timble, Gimbal, Tingle, Bingle.
Yeah.
Peter Pan had a remake in 2006, and I really liked it.
There's been a lot of remakes for Peter Pan.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of remakes for things in the public domain. Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I love Sherlock Holmes.
Well, we're going over again, but it's 30 minutes.
Well, that's it,
we
guys.
should have probably talked about public domain
We
stuff.
talk about TV shows and shit, yeah.
But it's okay.
It's okay. Guys, this was a good podcast, good episode. We heard your feedback. We're trying to be a little more.
Keep sending feedback. Now I'm going to, welcome to the boring part of the podcast where Justin was dead the whole time. Now I'm going to put all the energy into plugs.
All right, I'm putting my mic down.
Yeah, okay, let's go for the plugs. Plug for plug. Don't forget to follow SoundCloud, Spotify, subscribe on YouTube. Remember, by June 1st, I will if we get those numbers, I will do the bleaching. Yeah, send us feedback. We will have new mics by next episode. So hopefully this disconnect won't happen again. I taped it didn't work out. Yeah, so get ready, keep listening, keep supporting, keep sharing. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Oh, and if you want, watch the video, listen to the audio. I think they're different. They're different versions. Like the audio is different from the video in some points. But that's all. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Close it out, Ian.
Bye.
I'm just going to label this AKA Ian Sounds.
I want to make a soundboard of just my burps.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, all right, bye, guys.
We will have it eventually.
Bye.